Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy YxngTexas and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, due to some technical difficulties that I kind of went into on my Twitter account, man, I'm going to be doing a Q&A video today. Usually I'd be doing a COD gameplay, but I figured might as well take advantage of the time that I don't have with my console. I really can't produce any content from my PS5 to make a video like this, man. So I asked on Twitter and Snapchat for some questions, and you guys sent them in, so we're going to get into those, man. But if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell to turn on the notifications so you never miss any of my uploads, man. And check out me and my amazing team, Skirata Gaming, and the link in the description of this video for banger Call of Duty content every single day. But other than that, guys, let's get straight into these questions. So the first question comes in from my boy Mason, and he said, what is your fondest memory that stems from gaming? For me, my fondest memory that stems from gaming would probably be my very first nuke on Black Ops 4. That was a really cool moment. I got to do it with some amazing people, including Carnage Ocean, which was absolutely insane. I made a video on it a while back if you guys want to go and check it out, but I'd say that's probably my fondest memory from gaming. The next question comes in from my boy Mike, aka Simulation, man. Some of y'all know who that is, so I'm not going to get into that. But he asked, how did we meet? Basically, Mike and I went to high school together before I transferred to my high school in Texas. Went to high school in Canada together, had a class together, and we kind of bonded over the fact that we had the same name. And we ended up hanging out every day, man, going to lunch together every day, and we became really good friends, man. And he's a great person to have in my life. The next question comes from my boy Hayden. He said, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? So basically what made me want to start a YouTube channel was I was already streaming for pretty well 2 years at the time, just under 2 years really, when I started producing YouTube content. And I just wanted to take my content to the next level, man. Like, I love streaming, believe me, but I wanted to take it to that next level and get myself some extra exposure even. So I decided to start making YouTube content, and I really fell in love with it. But the main reason was to put myself out there more and be able to put more content out. The next question comes from my boy Spencer, aka Original Bon Jovi, aka the owner of Skirata Gaming. And he says, why do you stream and make videos? Basically, man, I love video games, and I have a passion for them, and I've been playing video games for as long as I can remember. And I wanted to really give content creation a try, and when I did, I fell in love with it. So I really have a passion for content creation, rather, and I love just putting out content for you guys to consume and enjoy. And kind of my goal every time I stream or make a video is to make at least one person smile. So I guess that's kind of my reason why, is to make people happy, even if it's just one person. So yeah, I guess that's the overarching reason. So the next questions come from Lil Megan, and the first one, she said, what is the best gaming memory you have? So I kind of already answered that, so I'm not going to go over that again. But she said, what is your biggest goal for the new year? So I'm not really the type of person that likes to make arbitrary goals, and by that, I don't like to put numbers on my goals. Like, I don't want to say, oh, I want to hit this amount of followers like that. Like, obviously, like, I have some ideas in mind. Like, maybe in 2021, I'd like to hit 10,000 followers on Twitch and 1,000 on YouTube. But I don't really set arbitrary goals. I just want to take my content to the next level and create better content than I did this year and make even more people smile and have a bigger outreach than I did this year. So I guess that's really my biggest goal for the new year. The next question comes from my boy Durex, aka Kyler. He said, who's some of your favorite new recruits that joined Skirata in the past year? Man, Skirata had so many amazing recruits join us in 2020, and to pick one would be impossible. So I'm not going to answer that. All of the recruits are amazing. They're all super valuable to this team, and I love every single one of them. It's you, Kyler. The next question, or I suppose comments, comes from Unknown JJ, and he says, can I have a cookie? Also, can I have dinner? Also, happy holidays. Happy holidays, JJ. And no, you can't have cookie or dinner. Wait till Christmas. The next question comes from my boy Hera, and he says, what got you into gaming? So, like I said earlier, I've been gaming for as long as I can remember. The first games I remember playing were on the Super Nintendo with my dad, be it Mario. But really, the first games I can really remember playing are the MLB games with my dad. That kind of got me hooked on gaming, but the video game, the single title that got me hooked on gaming for good, as my cat goes crazy in the background, was Sly Cooper. If you guys remember that series from the PS2 into the PS3, man, the Sly Cooper series where the little thieving raccoon, such a fantastic gaming series, and that's the game that really got me hooked on gaming and fall in love with video games as a whole. The next question comes from my boy Sean, aka Locals. He said, how did you join Skirata? So back in September of 2018, I had recently been dropped from my competitive Call of Duty team. I'm not going to name drop. They know who they are. Some of my former teammates I still talk to these days. Love those guys. But I got dropped, and my cat's up on my chair. Are you dead at? I'm recording a Q&A. Okay, anyways, back into it, man. So how I joined Skirata. So I got dropped from my competitive team, and I was looking for a new team. So I put on Twitter, recruiting COD team. Enter, and I ended up finding Skirata's name because they had put out a tweet saying they were recruiting. So I reached out to Spencer over DMs and talked to him about joining the competitive Call of Duty team. Thank you. Talked to him about joining the competitive Call of Duty team for Skirata, which there was none. And they said that they're pub stomping and content organization. So I said, and I quote, I can pub stomp and stream with the best of them. So keep me in mind. He sent me the application. I applied. I tried out, and the rest is history. September 24th, 2018, I joined this team. So the next question comes from my boy Danny, where he said, what made you choose Skirata, which was an autocorrect of Skirata. And the reason I chose Skirata, I just told you how I joined Skirata, but the reason I chose Skirata over kind of any other team was from the jump. Like, I just kind of looked into their videos. I looked into their kind of tweets from the team account and all that sort of stuff. And it really seemed like a family. Really seemed like that family atmosphere. And from day one, I was made to feel like a part of the family. And I've been in Skirata for over 2 years now. And it's been 2 of the greatest years of my life. So I'm really happy I chose them. The next question comes from my boy Wado. And he says, what was it like playing a bit of pro COD? How does it differ from regular COD? What was it like playing with a few pros one time? And who were they again? Lastly, where do you see yourself in the future, whether career-wise or life-wise? Okay, so I just want to say I did not play pro COD. I played competitive COD. I never made it to the pro scene or really the amateur scene. I just kind of competed online and did some stuff like that. But I never actually competed in like big tournaments like you see in the CDL and stuff. Competitive really differs from regular COD, though. I mean, content creators, you're on a lot, but competitive players, you're on a lot of the day, but you're not just playing for fun. You're trying to get content. You're scrimming, you're practicing, you're going over rotations, you're watching VODs, whatever the case may be. So that's one of the biggest differences there. And the next part, he said, what was it like playing with a few pros one time and who were they again? So I played a lot of 8s with Methods and Octane when they were on Optic back near the end of the World War II season. So I played with them a lot. I played scrims against Mox, who, great guy, used to be on the Florida Mutineers. And then I played a little bit of league play with Arcides once, so that was pretty cool. And then the final part of his question is, lastly, where do you see yourself in the future, whether career-wise or life-wise? Well, I'm currently in university. I graduate in May. Going to be the first person in my family to graduate from university, so that's awesome. And I want to pursue a career in law enforcement afterwards, but I always see myself streaming and content creating as well as coaching football. The next question comes from my boy Peck, and he says, if you had $3K to spend on your setup, what would you buy? I would definitely buy a new computer. That would definitely be the first thing. I'd probably put $1,500 into a setup. I'm not going to go over all the specs. I could privately if you want, or if anyone wants to ask me, feel free, and I'd go over kind of my ideal specs. I'd probably also buy a better camera so I can stop using this webcam. And then from there, probably work on maybe better monitors, better lighting, and stuff like that. But I think a PC and camera would be the first place I would go for sure. The next question comes from my boy Zyro, and he says, what is your favorite thing about COD? Skill-based matchmaking. No, I'm just kidding. I absolutely hate skill-based matchmaking. My favorite part about COD is just kind of how it brings people together. And it's really corny. It's a really corny answer, but I really like how it brings people together, and I've made some fantastic friends in the Call of Duty community. So, yeah, that's it, how it brings people together. Okay, before we continue, yes, I changed. It's the next day. I wanted to wait to finalize this video until all the questions came in, but let's get straight back into the questions. The next question comes from my boy Ace, and he said, QnA, how did you and Peeper pungle me? Also, how do you upload every day? So, first off, by Peeper pungle, he means deeper jungle. It's just a running joke we have. And so DJ and I met just one day. I followed him on Twitter. He followed me back. We were in the same group chat on Twitter. And we started talking in the group chat, and he started coming into my streams, and then one day he hopped into my Discord, and we started chatting, and now DJ and I are really good friends, man. I consider that guy like one of my brothers, and we literally talk every day. He's a fantastic person. But yeah, that's how we met. But the second part of your question, how do I upload every single day? It takes a lot of hard work just because I have to come up with ideas every single day. I don't want to repeat video ideas. I don't want to make the same video I made yesterday or even a few days before. So I have to keep coming up with new ideas. And so I get ideas from other content creators, including my teammates in Skirata. So that's how I do it. And just the support of you guys really motivates me to do it every single day. The next question comes from my boy Godnut, and he says, are you going to be coming back to New Brunswick? If you do, we should meet up. Yes, I'm going to be coming back to New Brunswick. I fly back on January 8th, I believe. And yes, I'm so down to meet up, bro. The final question comes from my boy Deeper Jungle, and he says, what inspired you to pursue content creation? And how did you join Skirata? P.S. Keep up the fantastic work as always, Michael. Thank you, DJ. You too, brother. But I'm not going to answer the how did you join Skirata because I already did. But I will answer what inspired me to pursue content creation. So I always watched content creators from the time I was young, man. Like the New York Face House, Scumpy, Nate Shot, and the 6050 Russell Drive House. Like, that was amazing. Like, that kind of inspired me to want to pursue content creation because I just see these guys going online and playing video games and building these fantastic communities, making amazing friends. So that was kind of what inspired me to pursue content creation. But now I have so many amazing inspirations around me, from my Skirata teammates to Ocean, locals, you, DJ, as I've told you many times. But yeah, it's kind of just the people around me that inspired me to do content creation now, but it was some of my favorite creators way back then that inspired me to do it back then. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the Q&A, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, be sure to drop a like, drop a comment down below. If you guys have any questions that I didn't answer in this video that you want answered, drop them in the comments and I'll answer them all, man. But yeah, guys, other than that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and that's been it. Peace.